populated by clones of you be like?
Oh, clones of me be like would be very, I would think, all over the place. Very confusing, I think.
You're on a long road trip and can only listen to one song. What is it?
Long road trip, and I can only listen to one song. Hotel California by the Eagles.
What are you binging on Netflix right now?
Binging, I don't really binge on Netflix. I think whatever my wife forces me to watch, I watch.
What is your favorite hairstyle of all time?
My favorite hairstyle of all time, probably, I would say the Rachel, because I really discovered it when I was early in my career and I kind of made a lot of money from it, so.
How long would you last in the zombie apocalypse?
How long would I last in the zombie probably not very long, maybe a day.
You and a client are stuck on an island. What product do you bring and why?
Probably the morning fresh test. It smells so good, and I'm sure if her hair starts getting oily or whatever, I think that'll be a good like dry shampoo, and it smells so good, so I think something like that would be good.
How many hair ties have you lost in your career?
Hair ties? Man, probably, maybe, I don't know actually. I don't use a lot of hair ties and my hair's not long, so I would say none.
What's your most memorable career moment to date?
My most memorable career moment to this date? That's a good one. I would say, here's a funny one. Like when I first got out of hair school, I didn't know how to really do perms, and this lady wanted to do perm, and I was literally with the client saying, I don't know how to do this perm. I don't know. I'm looking at the other stylists, and they're looking at me. I forgot that there was a mirror right in front of me, and the client just got up and left. Thank God, because I hate perms.
If you weren't in this industry, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't in this industry, what would I be doing? I would probably be a stockbroker. I like all stocks. I like all that type of stuff.
Who or what inspires you?
Who or what inspires me? Who or what inspires me? I get inspired by who or what? Gosh, that's a hard question. I get a lot of inspiration from so many different avenues. I think right now, my dude is Gary Vee. He's always kind of a great inspiration, and he's always just dropping some great business sense, stuff that makes so much sense to me as a business owner. So I think Gary Vee.
What quote do you try to live your life by?
Ooh, what quote? I love "Be so good they can't ignore you." That's a Steve Martin quote. I think I follow that pretty much in my entire career. You know, be so good they can't ignore you. I love that one.
What conspiracy theory do you believe in?
Conspiracy theory? Shit. There's so many conspiracy theories out there. I don't know that. I don't have a thought on that.
What's the most common question you get in the salon?
What's the most common question I get in the salon? How do you run your business and still have a huge clientele and like have family time? All that kind of always kind of morphs together.
What do you always travel with?
What do I always travel with? My Beats headphones, always.
What is your first memory in life?
My first memory in life? I can't even remember yesterday. Let me see. My first memory in my life. For some reason, it goes back to, I think second grade. I remember like my teacher and that whole thing going back to second grade.
What's the weirdest request you've received from a client?
Weirdest request I've ever received from a client? Probably, I don't know. I think my clients are all pretty legit, so I haven't had anything crazy happen to me when it comes to that.
What's the one thing about this industry that you absolutely love?
I love that everybody is so creative and passionate, and they go after it. They're free, they're all artists, and I love that everybody just loves this industry, and I love how it always changes and it evolves. I think that's one of my favorite parts about doing hair. Even doing hair 25 plus years is still changing. So I love how it evolves, and us as artists, as a community, it's amazing.
If you could put anything on a billboard, what would it be?
If I could put anything on a billboard, what would it be? Probably just the word love, straight.
What's your most recent Google search?
My most recent Google search. Probably how to get better on Instagram.
What would your first thought be after being frozen for 100 years?
My first thought be after being like, probably, damn, I'm hungry.
How often do you make awkward eye contact at the shampoo bowl?
How often do I rarely go back there, and I would say never.
What are the best things about social media?
What are the best things about social media? I think it exposes everybody's talents and weaknesses.
What are some of the worst things about social media?
The worst things are definitely probably all the haters out there that always have major opinions when they don't have maybe a leg to stand on. They always try to hate from a room somewhere. So
Who is someone we should all be following on Instagram?
who is somebody that we should all be following on Instagram? I would follow, I love Phillip Rosado. He's back there. Good one, right? I like Tony Robbins. He's awesome. Gary Vee. Those are my dudes. So,
What is something you want people to know?
what is something I want people to know? That I would love everybody to know how important they are. I think it's super gratifying what we do, but as hairdressers, how important hairdressers are.
What is one thing that always makes you smile?
One thing that always makes me smile is just my, just probably my wife. She always, I love like getting her a little bit upset at me and stuff. It makes me smile so easy. It's like immediately I get a smile.
That's it.